So, Kemira has just published its result for Q1 2018. President and CEO Jari Rosendal, how did the year start for Kemira?
It was a twofold start for the year. We grew nicely organically 7% in the first quarter. Half of that came from increased volumes, another half came from increased prices. On the other hand, if you remember, we had severe winter conditions in January in the United States, which caused some shutdowns, but also a spike in raw materials, which now starts to be fading over. We also had a quite high FX impact from US dollar and Swedish krona to our bottom line, and that totaled to -7 million. Therefore, our reported operative EBITDA was only slightly better than previous year, but I look at it that the underlying performance was better if we take the FX impact out. If I look at pulp and paper, we grew nicely 5% organically. The pulp market is strong and our bleaching lines are running well. In process and functional chemicals, we still need to work on our sales prices on the back of a raw material environment, and we are getting those prices through, but we need to work hard on that. EMEA is performing quite well. North America, a bit more challenging because we're so printing and writing weighted there. APAC growing, but we still have high competition, especially China, so profitability needs to be improved. In APAC, in China, we're looking to close the JV for AKD wax in this second quarter, and looking forward for that impact once we get that plant online. If I look at industry and water, we grew nicely 11%. In shale, meaning oil and gas, demand is really good. Water treatment demand is pretty steady. We improved our operative EBITDA margin, which we need to continue to do, which we're not in the acceptable level yet.
How about the megatrends impacting Kemira's business? What would those be and how would they impact Kemira?
Well, there are several, but let me take a couple. We need to continue to drive in the world towards feedstock, biodegradable and recyclable products. And that's what we're doing in helping the pulp and paper industry to make pulp packaging, board, tissue and paper grades. And that need continues to grow so we can fight the dilemma around plastics, and Kemira, for instance, is quite well positioned in that. If we look at also the e-commerce that is growing really fast, that's driving the packaging industry fast, and that's good for us. If we then look at the industry and water side, water treatment, whether it's safe drinking water or treating industrial and municipal water to recycle it back to use or release it safely to the environment, is a going and growing need where we are well positioned. And then it's prolonging the natural resources and for instance the oil fields. And there a good example is the CEO deal that we've done now, and can talk about the customer name Chevron in helping them in the North Sea.
So how about the rest of the year? What is the outlook like?
Well, obviously the start of the year was tough and not to our expectation, partially due to FX. But if I look at where we stand, the markets are good and we are, through our actions, able to grow faster than the market, so that's promising. Pulp industry is doing well, shale industry is doing well, demand is good, so that drives partially the strong growth. Raw material environment is easing off now, especially from the spikes from the beginning of the year. And we are getting sales prices through, but we really need to work hard on that to catch up to the level where we want to be. Our strategic actions are going ahead, our fixed costs are in control, and the FX environment, especially during the second half, will year on year ease off. So therefore, we believe we will increase our operative EBITDA from previous year.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.